With Trump presidency looming and Biden's final days ticking down, the stakes in Ukraine have never been higher. Ukrainian diplomat and former Foreign Minister Volodymyr Oryzko delivers a blunt warning. American hesitation could tip the scales in Putin's favor, while only bold and decisive action will ensure Russia's defeat. In a call for strength, Oryzko says that Biden should end his presidency with a bang by unleashing Ukraine's forces on Russian soil.
This pseudo-liberal mindset calls for peace and expects the adversary to repent. Without a response to evil, it only grows stronger.
Oryzko does not hold back. He accuses Biden of political impotence, describing his administration's response as a pattern of weak and indecisive leadership. For Biden, Oryzko says, it's not just about aiding Ukraine, but striking fear into Russia itself by lifting restrictions and allowing deep Russian strikes.
In 2 months, he'll step down, so do something memorable, something bold.
But the pressure isn't just on Biden. Trump's peace plan might sound vague, but Oryzko believes Trump won't go soft on Moscow. He urges Ukrainian leaders to approach Trump as a businessman, someone who seeks measurable gains. If Ukraine can show Trump the economic benefits of U.S. involvement, Oryzko suggests, he'll act on his promises of American greatness.
Trump is a businessman. Let's look at Ukrainian-American relations from the perspective of what Trump could gain.
In fact, Oryzko believes Trump could be Ukraine's unlikely ally. In his words, helping Ukraine stand and defeat Putin is a path for Trump to gain politically and economically. The diplomat dismisses fears that Trump would bow to the Kremlin, arguing that Trump won't risk becoming a second-rate player in global politics to serve a war criminal like Putin.
If I help Ukraine stand and defeat Putin, I'll gain, politically and economically.
But Biden's successor isn't the only hurdle. For Ukraine, NATO membership remains elusive. Oryzko points out that European leaders, like Hungary's Viktor Orban, might block Ukraine's bid, banking on Trump's support. NATO remains a distant hope, unless there's swift, decisive action.
A figure like Orban could say, I oppose it. There's no time to persuade Orban, especially since he knows Trump might support him in 2 months.
On the negotiation front, Oryzko says Russia's strategy remains the same: delay, intimidate, and avoid compromise. Drawing from his experiences in talks with Russia, he reveals that no negotiation succeeds without serious leverage. For Ukraine, that leverage lies in a battlefield victory, and a resounding one.
When you've hit a sore spot, they start to consider alternatives. Only way to counter them is to find that pressure point, make it clear you're ready to press.
Ukraine's former foreign minister, Volodymyr Oryzko, isn't mincing words. He warns that Crimea, a symbol of Russian pride, must fall if Ukraine is to secure any meaningful victory.
To start with, Russia would have to lose Crimea. For Putin, Crimea is sacred. If Crimea falls, so does his image as a victor.
The message is urgent and clear. Biden has one last chance to act. Trump must be convinced of Ukraine's value, and Russia needs to feel the sting of true defeat. With Ukraine's fate hanging in the balance, Oryzko's call for bold, relentless action serves as a rallying cry, not only for Ukraine, but for the West.